Frankly, this was, I believe, the greatest political movement of all time. There's never been anything like this in this country, and maybe beyond.
Know that
sound
we're
like a
gonna be
socialist
okay.
out here. See you.
This whole system is rigged. I know the system is rigged because I use it. I said, God damn.
Zohran Mamdani is a socialist and the new mayor of New York City. That is hurtful to a lot of people who believe in capitalism, and those who do believe have a lot to do with New York City. One of those people is Donald Trump. You take one look at Trump's real estate website, and more than 70% of the developments are in New York. The Trump Organization itself, which takes care of all the Trump's business ventures, is headquartered in New York. And Trump is not alone. New York is known as the capital of the capitalist world for a reason. It is the city with the highest GDP in the world, the headquarters of some of the world's biggest and most important financial institutions, the biggest share market, and many other businesses. Donald Trump is rightfully afraid of Zohran and what he holds for the city.
We can usher in a new era of leadership. We will fight for you because we are you.
Zohran Mamdani is not even directly Democratic. He belongs to the Democratic Socialist Party of America and simply ran on the Democratic ticket to win the New York elections. The Democratic Socialist Party is more openly socialist than the Democrat Party, and it does not shy away from advocating harsh reforms to keep the neutrals happy. Coming from such a party, Mamdani's proposed policies, such as free fare buses, city-owned grocery stores, are obviously socialist. Some of his policies, like the rent freeze and tax increase on the rich, would directly impact Trump's major real estate business in New York. Coming as an immigrant from a Hindu-Muslim Indian family, taking over New York as a socialist and even promising such policies is stabbingly painful for Trump. And why wouldn't it be? He was born in New York, spent his entire childhood in New York, and started his career in New York. Even though he's been through the entire world at this point and is 80 years old, New York still forms a major part of who Donald Trump is. It's not just his businesses getting hurt, it's his identity, his brash.
I know, you're a tough guy, Jeb.
I don't give a damn attitude
Because you'd be in jail.
didn't fly up the air to him. When you spend years, day in and day out, in that forever hustling concrete jungle, it does things to you you can't even notice. You become one amongst the concrete jungle, and the other trees sow their seeds into you. The people are what make the city after all, and two of Trump's biggest mentors, his father Fred Trump and Roy Cohn, were both true New Yorkers. Although New York is not the same for everyone, it was a completely different world for Trump than for an average New Yorker. The brash, caring attitude in the average New Yorker comes from the constant hardship, the unpredictable and tiring life of New York. Neither Trump's mentors nor Trump faced those issues. Trump's brashness came from the shinier side of New York, where the city was just his playground. He could pull any trick he wanted and it would all work out. This is what New York is for Donald Trump. A mayor like Zohran directly threatens that identity, so you see Trump constantly attacking Zohran every chance he gets.
Zohran Mamdani, 34-year-old Democratic socialist. He's the front
Communist, not socialist, communist. He's far worse than a socialist.
He is threatening to send the National Guard in New York, freeze funding, and even going one step ahead by commenting on Zohran's looks.
Well, I think I'm a much better looking person than him, right?
And getting all the Republicans in on the attack. The vice president.
Does Mamdani, when you hear him speak, is this a man who feels gratitude for the United States of America? Is this a man who feels grateful for all of the opportunities, the incredible bounty of this country?
The Speaker of the House.
Zohran Mamdani is without a doubt the biggest win for socialism in the history of the country, and it is the biggest loss for the American people.
And the Congressman.
Even now, the leading candidate for mayor of New York City, home to the largest Jewish population outside of Israel, is basically running on a pro-Hamas platform. Let's call it what it is.
Everyone has to take a jibe at Zohran. Oh, who am I kidding? You think the other Republicans care about Trump's personal vendetta against Zohran. They are all there to sail their own boats. The truth is, the rise of Zohran has scared every Republican, including Trump, and their businesses are not the reason. The Republican Party, as it stands today, stands on the back of the MAGA movement, with Donald Trump as its godly torchbearer.
We will make America strong again. We will make America proud again. We will make America safe again. And we will make America great again. God bless you and good night. I love you.
The movement is a populist one, where Trump insists on various issues having black and white solutions, sometimes literally, like building a wall, solving the immigration problem when research says the contrary, or like increasing tariffs, solving the inflation problem, or like increasing rhetoric against trans people and making their lives harder.
It's a world gone wrong, just a world gone wrong. And I made the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders. You're going to hate this. Male and female. You're going to hate it.
Or the apocalypse of liberals screaming their heads out if someone says one word wrong.
Radical left rhetoric. The radical left is causing the problem. They're out of control. They're saying things. And they're really dumb people.
Basically, pitting two groups against each other, where the pure group saves America and makes it great again. Due to the brash and convincing nature of Trump, he was able to woo people towards him. And behind those people, other Republicans had to bow down. Democrats, on the other hand, were busy collecting the infinity stones of every marginalized group, and were not able to create a cohesive narrative for all to counter Trump. Plus, the corporate elites of the Democratic Party were too sleazy for any revolutionary ideas. And in the end, Donald Trump was unreachable. No one was near Trump when it came to reaching the masses, until there was. Zohran has hit the nail where it hurts the most. Zohran is a socialist. But more importantly to Trump, he is a populist leader. He's got volunteers, one-liners.
What I don't have in experience, I make up for in integrity. And what you don't have in integrity, you could never make up for in experience.
Charisma, the podcasts, and most importantly, he was able to unite these various groups of people fighting among each other and gave them a common goal: affordability. If the white working class community, the black working class community, the immigrant community, the women and the men community, if everyone is united and talking of the same issue, how the hell are they going to fight amongst each other? If they aren't fighting amongst each other, who the hell are they fighting against? It's the elite class. And the elite class is not limited to the Republicans. Most Democratic leaders belong to the same group. There was a reason why most of them refused to endorse Mamdani. But now that Mamdani has won, just like the Republicans had to bow down to Trump, the Democrats would have to do the same. Zohran has now provided a playbook and the confidence to the rest of the Democrats that, yes, populism on the left works as well, and it can 100% counter Trump. With New York under his hand, Mamdani can continue to put pressure and influence on the rest of the USA, both financially and ideologically. The Republicans who were on the MAGA horse going into the midterm elections would now have to face this influence, which has been proven to work already in the biggest city.
My friends, we have toppled a political dynasty. After all, if anyone can show a nation betrayed by Donald Trump how to defeat him, it is the city that gave rise to him. And if there is any way to terrify a despot, it is by dismantling the very conditions that allowed him to accumulate power. This is not only how we stop Trump, it's how we stop the next one. So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching,